Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Amrita's World. In this video, I am going to explain about variables and dynamic typing as a fifth part of Python fundamentals. So let us begin. What are variables? Variable in Python is a named location used to store data in the memory. A variable can be considered as a container which holds value. Each variable must have a unique name called identifier. Now let us see the example. How to create a variable. In Python, variable declaration happens automatically when we assign a value to a variable. Like this. Name equal Johnny. So here name is a variable which is placed in the memory which holds some value, and that value is Johnny. Another example, roll underscore number is the name of the variable, that is identifier, and the value 5 is assigned to the variable. So we can see here variable is nothing but a container which holds value in the memory. Now assigning values to variables. Variables can have different types of values, like we can have string values to a variable, like here we can see the example name equal Python. Python is a string type because that Python word is enclosed in double quotes, so it's a string. Next we can see integer data type x equal 25. 25 is a whole number, so the integer value is assigned to the variable x. We can also see the floating point values, that is 25.3 is assigned to y. So we can see different types of values we can assign to a variable. Python creates a variable of the type similar to the type of value assigned. Now, if we don't want to assign any value to a variable, but we want to declare it, how do we do that? Sum equal none. As we have learned earlier that none is a special type of literal which means nothing, so that none can be assigned to a variable. Like here in the example we can see that none is assigned to the variable sum. Now how can we do multiple assignment in a variable? Let us see. We can assign a single value to multiple variables. How? See here, there are three variables x, y and z. All the three variables are assigned to the same value 20. But how we have done this? See here, x equal, y equal, z equal 20. So it will work from right to left. 20 will be assigned to z, then the value of z will be assigned to y, and in turn the value of y will be assigned to x. Similarly, we can assign multiple values to multiple variable. Like this, x comma y equal 15 comma 25. So the value 15 will be assigned to x and 25 will be assigned to y. Now we can also swap the value of the variables. It is very easy to do in Python programming languages. See here, x comma y equal y comma x. So the value of y will be assigned to x and the value of x will be assigned to y. In Python, variable is not created until some value is assigned to it. Now see the example. str equal Python. Python is of string type. If we print str, it will print Python. Now if we want to print x and which is not assigned any value is not assigned to x, then we get an error that is name x is not defined. So the variable will never be created in Python unless we assign some value to it. We can use del statement to remove our variable from the memory. How? We can see here now str equal Python. We have created a variable by assigning the value Python to str. Now we see the output. Then we use the statement del str. So that means we have removed that variable from the memory. Now if you try to print str, it will generate an error because we have already removed str from the memory. So it will throw an error that is name str is not defined. How to get address of a variable? Let us see. We can see the example here. X equal 15. Now id function is there. So id of x will give you some address of x. Then again x is assigned the value 20. Now if you check the id of x, that is the address of x, it will be changed. Now we are assigning the value 15 again to y, and see the address of y is same as of x when the value was 15. So what is id? id is a built-in function which is used to get address of an identifier. Now we can see this example with some pictorial diagram. Now see the value 15 in Python memory. X is referring, the variable x is referring the value 15. The address is given here. Now x is assigned the value 20. Now the address is changed. Again we can see the variable y. When the value 15 is assigned, the variable y is also having the same address. So in case of Python, if the value is same of multiple variables, the id will also be same. Now let us see what do we mean by variable scope and lifetime. Variable scope can be of two types, local and global. Let us see the example of local scope of a variable. Here in this example we can see the one function is defined, and inside the function the variable is created a, and 15 is assigned to a, and we are going to print a inside the function. So it will print 15. Now outside the function, when you are calling the function 1, so it will print 15, but at the last statement where it is going to print a, it will generate an error because that a is not available outside the function. So local scope of a variable means that the variable will be accessible only inside the function. Let us see now what do we mean by global scope of a variable. A equal 15, which is created outside the function. Inside the function 1, when we are calling function 1, we can print the value of a, 15. Also we can print the value of a outside the function. In this case, it will not generate an error because here a has global scope of the variable which is available throughout the program, inside function as well as outside function. Now we need to see what is dynamic typing. Data type of a variable depend or change upon the value assigned to a variable on each next statement. What do we mean by that? Let us see the example. x equal 25. Initially the value 25 is assigned to x, which is of integer type. On the very next moment, we are assigning the string value Python to the variable x. So now x is of string data type. So data type of variable x is changed from integer to string on just the next line, which is possible in case of Python. Same variable can hold different types of data in the same program. In the first case, if we try to print the value of x, the output will be 25, and then when the value Python is assigned to x, then it will, if we print x, the output will be Python. Thank you for watching this video. Hope the idea of variable and dynamic typing is clear to you. Of course, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Click on the bell icon to get the notification, and please do not forget to like my channel. Thank you.